Hey my Aries, welcome to my channel and welcome to your June monthly zodiac sign readings. I'm really happy and grateful that you could be here with me today. And quick reminders before we start: always trust your intuition and your inner guidance and your knowing. Practice discernment with my readings and with any other reading. Know that energies are fluid. More importantly, know that people have free will. People can change their minds and make different choices at any time. So, without further ado, let's get started. If you hear noises, those are my wieners behind me. I have two wiener dogs. We're going to get started with your Ancestors and Angels Oracle. We'll be using a variety of angel ancestor decks, some immunology, and animal decks, and also some tarot. Okay, let's see what's been going on, what's in store for you, what's in store for my Aries for the month of June. What is happening for my Aries? Whoa. Wise one, grow within your situation. One of the earth signs got it, and Scorpio just got this too. Some of you may resonate with the owl, and with blackbirds, crow, raven. I also get Sagittarius with this card. There's no zodiac sign, but some of you may have Sagittarius or be dealing with Sagittarius. Something has happened where you are reflecting right now. You're taking everything you've learned. I feel like this is a transformation, a change, like a tower moment that has just occurred. We also got Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. This is the first time I've ever gotten this card. We got Owl again, Raven, Crow, a Fawn, a baby deer, and this looks like a puma, cougar, big cat. I immediately get, wow, many of you are receiving massive intuitive guidance at this time with the owls. They are the harbingers of, omens too, but I'm not getting that for you all. I'm getting wisdom, messages, what you're learning. Many of you are tied to, very strongly connected to your ancestors at this time, but also to starseeds. I'm getting alien species, starseed civilization. Some of you may connect with that. But you're getting massive downloads and information about what has transpired or what will transpire. Again, everyone's on different timelines, so take what resonates. But you know, I feel like whatever has happened, you know, you felt it. We're going to continue pulling some cards for additional messages and guidance for my Aries. We got Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Scorpio also got this. I feel like some of you, something may have happened, or you're about to leave a situation. Something within you, you're getting you're feeling something off kilter. Something's not right. I feel strongly this has to do with a relationship or with a situation, like with a work situation, a home environment, maybe friends or groups that you hang out with, or something in school, something environmental, but this definitely deals with people. And I feel like you are trying to figure out your next steps, and you're getting messages about this. What are the messages for my Aries? What other messages does the universe have for my Aries for the month of June? I'm getting almost this Aries combative vibe, but I feel like this is you defending your turf. In other words, defending your energy. That you are not going to allow anyone to take advantage of you, anyone to hurt you. And I feel like some of you may have had energy vampires, toxicity around you, that type of energy. We got Stag, trust and thrive. A lot of trust here. Trust your instincts, trust and thrive. I feel like some of you may not be believing what you're hearing or what you're feeling, what messages you're receiving. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Pisces got this as well. Some of you may have Pisces in your chart. I feel like this is definitely about relationships. More. One more card. We'll get one. It just slipped. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. Okay. So whatever's going on, I feel like there could be a dynamic, like a relationship. It could be any relationship, friends, work, family, romantic. Something does not seem right. It's not sitting with you and you're feeling this energy, but you haven't made a change yet. But this deals with energies because you're meant to learn something from this situation, because it's going to take you, elevate you to the next phase of your journey where you are going to continue meeting people, because what you're supposed to do, you're going to be exchanging energy with others. It could be in forms of service, but I feel strongly this is human too, human interaction. This almost seems counter. You're called to balance this. Don't make any haste moves. I know you have plans and action, but don't be too hasty with your actions right now, especially since Mars is in Aries in your home sign, or planet, I should say, both. Take some time right now. Like this card says, grow within your current situation. There's something that you're analyzing, that you're mulling over, that you're still assessing. Because whenever you make a move, it's going to be like your sword. It's the end. You're not going back to it. So you got to take some time to make sure that the decision you make, I'm getting strongly, it's about cutting off someone, maybe breaking up. And that could be with a friendship, with a clique, like a friend group, with a romantic partner, but it's like cutting off something. Or you could be leaving behind situations that no longer deserve your energy. What other guidance does the universe have for my Aries? What other guidance does the universe have for my Aries, please? What other guidance? Full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. This is probably like, yep, my cue to take action and go and keep going. It says take inspired action, not action. So inspired action, for me, how I interpret it, it's just intuitive knowing, when we just feel it. It's more in the soma than it is up here in the mind. Because in the mind, we can easily say, that's it, I'm going to tell this person off. But it may not be the moment. Sometimes you have to reflect. You have to take a step back, literally, and let the shit marinate. Maybe time is a variable here that's of the essence. It could be a couple days or a week where you just let emotions diffuse. You let whatever knowledge you have settle, and whatever knowledge that is to come, whatever else has to be illuminated, to come forth, because that'll allow you to make your decision and to move forward and to be graceful in this movement, because it won't be hasty. It won't be out of hate. It won't be out of anger or any emotion. What additional messages does the universe have for my Aries for June? Oh, okay, you got a crap load of cards, so we will take them. Of course, new moon in Aries, go for it. Go for it. I feel like this is about taking action. I feel like many of you know the decision to make. Last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather. So I feel like there is a yin and a yang here pull, because I'm getting here, grow within your situation, take graceful action and movement, take a breather, take some time to reflect, but as soon as you know the decision, you're ready to go. Make the decision and move forward. Unleash your kindest self. First quarter moon in Capricorn. And I'm saying these zodiac signs because some of you may have these placements in your chart. Finally, we have two more. Last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. Yep. That's what I mentioned before. New moon in Gemini. Think it through. So we got think it through. Work through your feelings. Grow within your current situation. Take a breather. Be graceful in movement and action. This is telling you to take a step back and reflect before taking any drastic actions. And it's going to be hard because I feel that pull and I feel that impulse because you do want to go for it. But I feel like once you have that and you trust yourself and you know for certain, this is the decision I'm going to make, you are going to go for it. You're making your plan and you are going to go and take action. I feel like this is going to help unleash and bridge you to where you're going next, and it's going to continue. This is about relationships. June is going to be about relationships for you this month. Let's pull some tarot. I feel strongly that you're going to be focused. Take a look at where Saturn is retrograding in your chart. Which house? I don't know the degree point that Saturn, that Aquarius is at, or Saturn is in Aquarius, in the sign of Aquarius, because that's where it's retrograding as of the 4th of June. But I have a feeling it has to do with communicating with others, partnerships, so it could be third house energy, communications, interactions with the people, travels, or it could be 7th house partnerships, and it'll vary. Well, I mean, for your sign, it'll be the same for everyone, but there's something about relationships here that you're meant to learn about in this month. Okay, what messages for my Aries, please, for June? What messages does the universe have? We have Page of Cups. This is so cute. I like the little pig. Yep, I feel like this is something new, right? Exchange energy to create abundance. I feel like for some of you, you're really tapping into your emotional fulfillment, what makes you really happy. Some of you have just completed a big cycle in your life and are currently taking pause, and some of you are being called to take a pause before proceeding, before taking any definitive action, before essentially using the sword to cut that connection off, to sever this chapter. I feel strongly this has to do with a person, or it could be people, different relationships in your lives. With the Page of Cups, I feel like many of you are open to many new opportunities, to many new experiences. Some of you are going to be starting a new job, schooling. There's something new, something just ended for you. Could be new relationships too as you finish this one. What other messages does the universe have for my Aries? This one turned over. A few other signs got this. Page of Pentacles. A lot of page energy. So some of you may be young that are tapping into this, or maybe still on the path of your spiritual journey where you just started out. You may have recently awakened. And I feel like it's all about connecting to yourself, getting to know yourself. Through relationships though, I feel like many of you are learning to connect to yourself as well. Be careful of people-pleasing, codependency. I just want to say that. But I feel like right now, some of you are focused on your security. You are open to different opportunities that are emotionally fulfilling to you. and you're ready to take a step forward, but it's just the beginning. So this may be something that you're thinking about and something that you haven't done yet. What other messages for my Aries, please? I want to say Scorpio. I keep wanting to say it. So some of you may have Scorpio in your chart. It could be your moon sign, your rising, or any other placement that you feel called to check out. The Hierophant. I definitely feel this is the start of a journey for you. Like a new beginning. I'm getting a lot of young energy. I feel like many of you that I'm tapping into are late teens, 20s, 30s. And again, this is what I'm tapping into. This doesn't mean if you're older than that or younger that it doesn't resonate, but I'm just getting a start of a brand new cycle or journey. Or it could be because you are in this energy of, it's like a renewal, like a play energy, like your inner child is out. I just feel like you're happy, you're content. There's something that you are about to start, and it's going to lead to a lot of wisdom. I just feel like it's a lot of you in here, just self. You've learned a lot, you're coming into yourself. And this journey is going to be there's going to be a lot of growth about you, about your needs, about what you want. What other messages for my Aries, please, for the month of June? What other messages? Okay. Wow. So we got Three of Swords. Told you this was about, I feel like it could be circumstance, doesn't have to be relationship, but your reading, I told you, I feel like you're going to be learning a lot about relationships this month in June. Okay. We got, let me read them. Three of Swords, Five of Swords. I almost said Five of Wands. Queen of Swords. You have a crap load of air energy here. So you may have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius in your chart, or be dealing with one because of this relationship energy. And I told you, I feel like a lot of you are getting ready to break something, to cut someone off. I definitely feel right now you've been dealing with some type of betrayal. It could be heartbreak. Any form of betrayal leads to heartbreak, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship, work, some type of illusionment, something where your trust was broken and it just left you. You're like, oh God, hell no. You want to be liberated from this feeling. A lot of you may be experiencing that time. I feel like some of you have worked through this already, that you've come out from this. But I feel like decisively, you're confident and you know what you want. Many of you have resorted to thinking with your head and not in your heart. That's why in the beginning we got grow within your current situation. I feel like a lot of you are taking the time to work through these feelings, to think things through, but you have decisively, you know what you're going to do. And I feel like many of you are leaving this relationship behind, or relationships, because I feel it could be more than one relationship you're dealing with. This betrayal doesn't have to come in the form of a third party, but it could be someone that didn't give you their heart. This person, again, doesn't have to be romantic. It's someone that was deceptive, that used you, that took advantage of you, didn't treat you right, that took advantage of your kindness and the love you had for this person. I also feel like for some, you're finding out, or will be finding out, the true colors of the people around you, especially those closest to you, your friend group. I'm getting friends, but that could, for some of you, that could also be a romantic partner and work colleagues. You're just finding out about people and you're done. Literally, you want freedom. You want to release this. You don't want to be involved in this anymore. I feel like many of you have already made the decision. You're just working through the feelings, literally, of acknowledging it, expressing and going through all the emotions, processing it before actually telling this person or people like it's done. And that's the step. I feel like this created a lot of mental anguish for you. This grief could also be something that was caused by something outside of this relationship. I'm getting strongly, it could be a circumstance like a change or a shift. Maybe someone had to move, someone changed jobs, someone ended something, started something, and they had to go somewhere else, and you are no longer in the same space. So it'll be difficult to continue this kind of relationship, whether it's friends, working together, or romantic. And so there's a semblance of heartbreak and grief here, because that relationship that you knew, that you had, that existed in a way that you've known for such a long time, will not exist in that way anymore. It's going to change. So for some, I'm going to say this is going to be a complete cutting, a complete release of this relationship or relationships. For others, it's going to be a reimagination of what this relationship looks like, because the grief of this relationship changing, of breaking apart of how it used to be, it will not look like that anymore. I feel like there's distance. I get distance. I don't know why. Someone may have moved, you may have moved, and the relationship is not going to exist in the same way, and there's heartache as a result. But I feel like you all are ready to just take action and go for it, to move on from this. Because you are getting intuitive messages. You intuitively know this already. Because look at all of this that's waiting. I feel like you are going to be, by releasing this or these relationships, you are bringing in automatically new, I was going to say like fresh energy to you. And that is going to shift how things proceed. What is the Three of Swords all about? You know what? No, I'm going to use a different deck. Let me clarify this. I'm going to clarify the Three of Swords. For some of you, it's nothing that the other person did. It was just something external, like a move. Let's clarify the Three of Swords, please. I'll be right back. I feel like with this person, it could have meant something where it was out of your control and they moved or you moved. And there's heartbreak. It's almost like I remember when I moved growing up in Connecticut, I had to move and I cried because my best friend was in Connecticut and it was never the same after that. That was a heartbreak. That was like a Three of Swords for me. It was the move that severed our friendship. We try to keep in touch. This was, snail mail days, no internet. And so I'm getting that energy for some of you where this friendship, it could be a move. People are moving. There's a sense of distance here. For clarifying the Three of Swords, we got the Queen of Wands, but we got this in, no, I picked it up in reverse. I saw it. It was upright. And so I feel like this has to do with stability. Or excuse me, I'm reading this wrong. I got Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands is fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But I feel like for the Queen of Wands, this definitely had to do with some sort, I'm getting instability too. I feel like for some of you, this potential heartbreak didn't have anything directly to do with you. This betrayal of this friendship, of what it is that you are reflecting on and thinking about, it was more on this other energy I'm picking up. I feel like this was a choice that they made. Someone made a choice. I don't feel it's you. I feel like someone made a choice to move for career, for work, for school. So many storylines here, but I don't feel like it was it had to do with you, but that inadvertently alters the friendship, the relationship, romantic or platonic. And it's something you will either have to adapt or learn to reimagine in a different way. And many times with long distance, it could strengthen a relationship or it could be the demise. And then you'll know that it wasn't really that strong of a friendship, or it didn't have that strong of a foundation, regardless of the type of relationship that it was. We're going to grab some advice before moving on to the other oracle. What advice can you offer to my Aries for this heartache? What advice can you offer? We got 6, the Lovers. So immediately, I know there's 2 people, but I feel like this is about you, about yourself, about pouring the energy of love, of self-love into yourself. And so I feel like the advice being offered here is to pour into your cup. It's almost like a reflective energy. We're going to pull another one. What additional advice can you offer my Aries for this heartbreak? We got the Star, Aquarius energy here. Lovers, Gemini. 17. So I feel like there's hope, there's healing, remaining optimistic. But I feel like this is about you. Oh, there's a call. I'm sorry. I just ended it. I feel like this is about you and pouring that energy into yourself. Because I feel in this situation, intuitively, I'm getting more of a masculine, feminine energy of balancing within yourself. Not that, oh, this heartbreak was about lovers, go chase them, go move with them. I'm not getting that. This is about nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself and pouring into yourself and healing. This is going to take some readapting, healing, reimagining, but it could also mean releasing. This is a time for you. And also with the Star, I also get never say never. Also, don't be quick to dismiss or cut out something yet, because things change. Life is all about change. You don't know what the next step will bring. So remain hopeful, remain positive and optimistic. And you'll know pretty quickly, because you are getting intuitive messages. You'll know pretty quickly whether this is the type of relationship that'll last or if it's going to break apart. And you'll have those answers pretty soon. I don't know why I'm staying here. Is there anything else they need to know about this relationship situation? Any final messages for my Aries about this? We got 3 of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So yeah, like I said before, you are definitely going to be working with others, because I feel like it's part of this next chapter. In June, I feel like you are going to be expanding your relationships, communications with others, meeting new people, reinvigorating old acquaintances, maybe people that you know but you weren't really friends with, that you didn't know in a greater capacity. I feel like this is what's going to happen in June, because this is going to be your key to abundance, whether that's networking, connecting, getting a job, whatever it is. It's tied to people. It's tied to your stability, your relationships. Your stability, your relationships, they are part of your stability. Thank you. Okay, let's take a look and see what other guidance the universe has for my Aries for the month of June, for their path. What other guidance does the universe have? We got uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So you got a lot of abundance coming in, because we got exchange energy to create abundance. So there's abundance that's there. It's like waiting for you. First light, beginning a new cycle. I said this earlier in your reading. I feel like you are beginning, especially with the Hierophant. With the Hierophant. I intuitively get it. I just feel like it's something new. This is a new beginning of sorts, a new start, a new cycle, a new shift for you. This is why there's this clearing away. I feel like this relationship, whatever shift happened, it was meant to, because this is part of your journey and what you're meant to learn here. It caused this shift. Grounding, go deep and explore your roots. This is a great time to get out of your head because of all the thinking that you're doing, working through your feelings, thinking things through, reflecting. Look at these. You have a lot of really just assessing right now. And you've been through, some of you have been through a heartbreak of sorts that has left you feeling grief, feeling in your feelings, essentially, staying in your feelings. And so grounding will help that, will help you a lot to connect with the present moment with intention. It also helps with stability. Okay, we're gonna get some angel oracle messages and see what other guidance the universe has for you. Okay, we have divine timing. Quite a few signs have received this. This reminds me a little of the star. But I feel like for some, you may not have the closure, the answer that you want regarding this situation with this other person or people. And it may be something that's coming, like forthcoming, kind of like a to be determined. Because there's still a lot of variables and changes that are happening, that are shifting, and things that are coming to light. But I feel like you are going to know soon. Of course, you all should get this courage and bravery. Especially I feel with the three of, I can't pick it up. With the Three of Swords. Yes. I feel like there's energy here, a feeling of really just feeling your feelings and trying to take in and use this courage that you innately have to take that step forward, whether it's for healing, taking the time out, but moving ahead past this. Finally, you got ask and receive. Again, I keep looking at the star here. This is a really wonderful time to continue staying connected to your intuition, to your spiritual team. Look at this. Trusting your instincts. Some of you are working with your ancestors and spirit animals and guides. If you need clarity on your journey, all you have to do is ask. You will get messages. Look at some additional guidance, please, for my Aries. Anything else they need to know? Got one from the Archangels. Archangel Raguel. Be fair in all situations, resolve your conflicts. And so again, I'm getting a Libra justice vibe here. This also taps into really reassessing the situation, especially with this relationship. There's multiple storylines here that I picked up because this can't just all be one. If this is something that involves a person with some type of conflict that has happened, you may need to take a step back to let emotions fizzle down a little bit so that you're able to really think things through in a more detached way without emotions. Sometimes it's hard because I know with Aries energy, you are already exhibiting these traits and you want to move forward. You want to go. Because look at this energy here. They're ready for battle. So be careful you don't dive into trying to resolve the situation with a lot of emotions that haven't been calmed down, that haven't been tempered, because it could make the situation worse. Inner strength, Bridget, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have power. You're being called to have a lot of strength here, because whatever it is that you've experienced, whether it was a heartbreak, requires a semblance of strength to get by, sometimes every day. It can be very painful. And if you're trying to resolve something, it could also require strength in that you take a step back and not make any hasty moves or respond in a way in which you will regret later. We are almost done. I know your reading has gone a little bit longer. My Aries, I am grateful for your patience. Nope, it didn't turn. We're pulling in a unicorn oracle. See what divine guidance is in store for you for June. We've got 2 cards. Magical crystal cave. Switch on your bright light. Bring forward your gifts. We also got open to abundance. Believe you deserve. Accept plenty and prosperity. Your abundance is tied to people. There's something about this, because look at this. You have abundance here. Abundance here. These are all different decks. Exchange energy to create abundance. And I feel like this exchange of energy is happening with relationships with people. So this is coming in for you. I feel like this is what you're preparing for. As soon as you release this energy, as you process this relationship change, whatever has just happened, and this is going to vary for everyone. We're going to pull a soul guidance, final message. Actually, we have the animal spirit, but this is what final soul guidance message for my Aries needed for June. What final soul guidance message for June, please? What final guidance do my Aries need to know for June? There we go. Sometimes I want to scream and I'm like, oh my God, how is this possible? Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Watch the Pisces. Some of you may have Pisces, but Pisces got this, a strong focus too on relationships, because Pisces was a very solo, independent energy, and they were going to come into some relationships as part of their new beginnings chapters in work, creative endeavors. Wow, I kid you not. I've just been talking about relationships here. You're going to be learning a lot about yourself and your wealth, your prosperity, your abundance, however you define all of that. It's going to come through relationships. We're pulling a final animal spirit card to wrap up your reading. We got frog prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. I have no words now. Look at this. We got the 3 of Pentacles before. In terms of the advice, we got open to abundance. Bounty. It's abundance here. Exchanging energy for abundance. Abundance and good fortune await you. Relationships are your key to abundance, my Aries. This experience has taught you and is teaching you, or may have taught you, depending on where everyone is at. In their timelines, it'll resonate. Take it as it resonates, I should say. But what you've gone through with this relationship, what you're going through, it's meant to teach you something, because you're going to carry that lesson forward into your future relationships. This is going to help you. You're learning how to navigate relationships, how to give of yourself, how to compromise while also holding space for yourself and holding space for others. You're learning to communicate, to be fair, to resolve conflicts without being hasty, but also balancing that with prudence. So there's a lot of different elements and lessons here that many of you are learning, and they're going to be slightly altered depending on everyone's own journey. But this relationship was meant to teach you a lot, to really value people, to really value what it is that you want out of all of your relationships, friendships, families, work, romantic partners, to get clear on your values. Even though we didn't get anything about values, this is all about you. My Aries, I hope this reading has helped. I am so grateful for your support, and I am wishing you a wonderful rest of the month for June. I will see you during the weekly readings, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Take care.